Hi guys!
Hello!
Welcome. We're going to do Bridezillas today for today's Reddit episode. So let's get into it.
Let's do it.
The title of the first story is Former Friend Turned into a Bridezilla and Ruined Multiple Friendships, Including Mine. I, female 28, became close friends with Marg, female 24, because she was dating Alex, male 28. One of the guys in a long-standing friend group I was a part of from university. These guys had all been friends since preschool and stayed close through university where I met them. Marg was honestly the stereotypical, opinionated, spoiled, and sometimes mean girl, but despite her personality, we got along. Not just for the sake of the group, but because she could also be fun to be around. Her family was wealthy, and at one point she was nice enough to offer me a job working with her brother as a consultant. Her brother was nice, but I ended up quitting. His ex-wife was jealous of me, and another brother, the one actually funding the project, was incredibly mean to him, which created a toxic environment. Eventually, Marg and Alex broke up. Thinking it was over for good, his friends started encouraging him to date again, introducing him another lady. Meanwhile, I introduced Marg to my boyfriend's best friends, trying to support her as a friend too. I was not finding her a date, just to hang out with us. But then, to everyone's surprise, Alex and Marg got back together. I was happy for both. Everything seemed to go back to normal, or that's what I thought. Then people in the group started getting engaged, myself included. That's when Marg began acting out. She was visibly bitter about the wedding excitement and started trying to ruin receptions and trips, being loud, making mean comments, and drawing negative attention. Every parent present at these events hated her behavior. Most of the group went on a destination honeymoon after wedding trip, but I didn't go because I was getting married at the same time. None of the group could come to my wedding. Marg had asked me to invite one of her female friends to it, but I declined. That friend was similar to Marg. I suspected she wanted her friend to create a scene like she had done at other weddings. As I was moving to another country, I told Marg I was selling my bike. She said she wanted to buy it, so I arranged with my mom to handle the sale after I left. But months went by with no response from her. My mom kept trying to follow up, and after being repeatedly ignored, she gave up and gave the bike to my cousin. Marg got furious. She insulted my mom and told her, "You're not true to your word." She said this in Spanish. I didn't reach out to ask for an apology. I just blocked her. Months later, I heard she had pressured Alex into proposing. Friends from other circles told me she became a total bridezilla, demanding such an expensive, over-the-top wedding that all her close friends ditched her and she had to find new ones. Worst of all, she gave Alex an ultimatum: cut off all contact with his lifelong friends or else. And he did. On their wedding day, Alex stood in the church surrounded only by the people she approved of. I believe none of his good friends from his childhood or university years. As far as I know, they're still married, have good jobs, and live well, but he is completely isolated from his old social circles. The last time I asked about them in the group, someone said, "In this house, those names are unmentionable." Just a quick note I remembered, years before I met the person I eventually married, I was heartbroken after a breakup with my then boyfriend. Marg suggested we go to a bar together with that female friend to cheer me up. I arrived at the time she told me. I kept calling her. She kept saying, "Wait for me, we're almost there," etc., but she never showed up. After 2 hours of waiting alone, she stopped answering. I was sitting there visibly upset, and I could feel people around me looking at me with pity. It was humiliating and made me feel even worse. Despite that experience, I stayed friends with her, mostly because of the group and her boyfriend, who was a genuinely good person. Why are you staying friends with this girl?
Why are you posting this in Bridezillas?
Yeah, what? That really had nothing to do with that. Like, she was a guest Zilla.
What the hell?
To everyone's wedding events.
What the heck?
But why, like, at a certain point, I am just like,
Yeah,
you kept staying
kinda
friends
did
with her.
this.
It's not like it was, like, an abusive relationship that it was hard to get out of. You were in a friendship that you knew every single time she was doing fucked up shit, and you just kept staying friends with her.
Gotta stop doing that. Why? I mean, at least she, like, moved away, blocked her, whatever. But you just told us a story about how you rolled over and let Marg take advantage of you.
Yeah.
Like,
basically.
I don't understand.
Then she's obviously, like, a very, I don't even know, manipulative, crazy person, because maybe narcissistic, I don't know. I know that word is, like, so overly used, but, like, her forcing her fiance to cut off all of his lifelong friends is, like, textbook narcissism.
Right, yeah. Absolutely.
that, like, you do that to get them isolated from everyone that cares about them so that you can just, like, manipulate and abuse them for as long as you shall live.
People like this person, I don't understand how they're so, like, thick-headed that they can't see what they're doing.
Like OP or
No, like Marg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand how...
I think she can, and I think she just likes to be
care.
a terror. Like, I think she's just a bad person, and she enjoys being a bad person.
Fair.
Unless she's like, wait, what? Like, I don't know. Probably. Because there are a lot of people like that.
Because the last thing, like, wait for me, we're almost there. What do you mean? Like, just tell me you're not coming.
No,
I don't
seems
understand.
like she's trying to make her look, like, embarrassed in front of everyone. Like, someone stood her up or something. Which is crazy to me that, like,
and then you
would spend your energy to do that.
But then also you kept being friends with that person.
I would have never talked to her again.
I would actually be pissed.
But I know people that stay friends with people after, like,
oh my God,
the worst of the worst. And I'm like...
Right. Why?
And I'm like, why? Like, I don't understand. Some people just, like, want to stay for, like, to keep the peace.
Yeah, but it's not...
I don't fucking want to keep the peace, girl.
That's not peace.
It's not.
That's not peace.
That's peace for maybe the people around you.
That's
but
peace
not
for them.
You. Yeah.
Not peace for you.
At all.
I'm going to keep my peace.
I want to keep my peace.
My peace is the only peace I care about.
I'll cut you out so fast if I don't want you. Like, if you're being a dick to me.
Right. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
I don't want you in my life.
I agree.
The top comment says, oh, that's sad. I hope they're both happy, but I can't imagine losing that many friends. What were you going to say?
I don't remember.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
OP said, honestly, it was devastating. The group used to be around 25 guys and their wives, but ever since that incident, it felt like a rotten apple spoiled a bunch. The dynamic completely changed, and everyone started blaming each other for what happened.
Oh my God, 25 guys.
25 guys?
That's an elementary school classroom of people.
Right. That's crazy to me. I don't know. I can't relate because I've never had that big of a group of friends because I could never like that many people at once. I would hate at least 20 of those people. And then I couldn't hide it. Like, it's not that I'd be mean to them. It's just that I'd be like...
I don't want to be with them.
I don't want to be with people I don't like. I don't get how people stay friends in, like, a friend group with, like... Because you know that these people didn't all like each other.
No, this is giving, like, the Vanderpump and the Valley.
Exactly.
Like, not all of those people get along. And
like, there's
look
a
at their
couple
lives.
close people, and then there's a couple other close people, but then they all hang out, but then, like, 60% of them hate each other. Right. And then there's, like, drama, and it's just, like, I don't understand how people do that.
I've never... Middle school was the only time I had, like, a pretty big friend group. That it was, like, all of us were just friends with each other. Yeah. And it never... There was a little bit of drama, but nothing, like, crazy. I mean, we were in middle school, so obviously there was drama, but I just have now, like, friends.
Yeah. I had I had a bigger group of girlfriends in high school, but they went to a different school. And I went to, well, a couple of the girls went to my school, and then, like, most of them went to a different school. But, like, we hung out a lot, all the time, like, every weekend. And the core, like, there was, like, a core group of us, but then there was, like, girls like, that would join in sometimes.
Like, you had some friends that would come, and then they had some friends that would come. Yeah. Like, that type of thing, yeah.
But, like, there was, like, a core group of probably... me and, like, 6 other girls, so it was, like, 7 of us that were, like, close, and then there'd be, like, a couple friends here and there coming in, or, like, another, like, group of friends coming in from that friend, whatever, but, and there was definitely, like, drama, but it wasn't anything crazy, but there was, like, one girl that I just never got along with, and we knew, like, we did not like each other, but, like, we would get along, but not really, I don't know, it was weird. Like, I would put up with her, and she would put up with me. But, like, it was pretty known we butt heads a lot.
Period.
But then she was, like, friends with... I don't know. Yeah. It was just, like, I can't hide that. Like, I'm annoyed by people. Like, if I'm annoyed with you, you're most likely going to know.
Yeah, and if you're not picking it up, then you're not paying attention.
Yeah, and then also, like, I can't hang out with that person alone. Like, I don't ever want to hang out with you alone or one-on-one. But, like, obviously parts of the friend group I would want to hang out with, like... 1 or 2 of the people, but, like, that one girl, I don't want to hang out with.
No, not alone.
I just don't. I don't know.
Ever.
I just don't understand.
Yeah.
My best friend now, and I've known her since like 6th grade. She just somehow just maintains friendships with everyone, even though she doesn't necessarily like love them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
no,
I don't get that. Like, she's just acquaintances, but like she'll hang out with them.
No,
I'm like, how do you do that?
I also don't have time.
Yeah, like I don't want.
I don't hang out with anybody.
I don't want.
We don't even hang out.
Yeah.
This is us hanging out right
Literally.
now. And then sometimes maybe we'll be like, let's do
go
something.
to the movies or something.
Yeah.
Random.
But like, I don't do, like, I'm just so busy. I don't even text people to keep in touch. Which I should be better about, but like.
I don't get how people always are like, like Jack's always calling people. I'm like, I don't call people.
No. Me
like,
either.
I'll call my mom and talk to her. But like, if I call my mom, that means like I'm in the mindset to talk for a while.
Right.
Because she'll keep me on the phone.
Right.
And like, that's usually with every phone call. I have to like be mentally prepared. Because you're going to have to talk to them. And like,
yeah.
I don't know how long I'm going to want to engage in conversation.
Yeah, I agree.
So like, I'd rather just text.
I agree.
Like, especially, even like happy birthdays. I'm not calling you to say happy birthday.
No, is Jack doing that?
Yes.
Huh?
Like, he called his grandma, like his step-grandma yesterday to say happy birthday. I was like, my grandma's getting a text.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My grandma isn't getting either because she doesn't know how to use her phone. So.
Like, my grandma will get a text from me, happy birthday.
Right.
And that's it. But, like, his family will get mad. Like, his grandma and grandpa will get mad.
Matt also does call his grandparents and his parents, which his parents is fine.
Yeah.
He calls everybody for their birthday.
I called, like, my dad for his birthday, I think. Maybe. Not all the time. Maybe. But, like, maybe. Because he doesn't have much to say anyway. So it's like, happy birthday, love you. Okay, love you too. Happy birthday. What are you doing?
Yeah, like.
Okay, bye.
It's so interesting to me because, like, I love my dad so much, but I don't know how to have that, like, what are we talking about?
Like, honestly, lately, as I've gotten older, we actually have a conversation, which is crazy. Like, one time we were on the phone for, like, 2 hours. I was like, what?
You're like, I have to go.
That's the longest we've talked in our whole entire lives. Like, I don't think I've had that long of a conversation with him our whole entire lives. But I guess because I'm older now and, like,
right, yeah.
You can have conversation because, like, I'm an adult. But, like, before, I'd call him, love you, okay, bye.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, but me and my mom can gossip for hours.
Yeah, me and my mom, mostly it's just her talking because she talks her head off for about 7 hours.
I love your mom.
And, like, she just can talk to a fucking wall. So I just
Me and your mom are so alike.
Like, I'll just sit there and be like, oh my God. And it's like, I hear all this tea and gossip, but I don't have much to say back.
Oh, no. My mom and I, like, we'll give each other the tea for hours.
I don't have tea. Anything.
But I tell her, like, all about my friend's tea.
That's crazy.
And she tells me all about her friend's tea. It's usually her telling me, and then, like, because I know all of her friends, then I, like, have input.
Only if it's, like, something really crazy. Like, someone's relationship ended and it's, like, crazy. Like,
yeah, it's not, like, every time I talk to my mom, I'm like, yeah, Jamie and Jack went to the movies.
Yeah.
Like, but if something crazy happened, I'd be like, Mom, listen to this crazy shit.
Yeah, same.
But
nothing ever crazy happens in my life anymore. I was thinking about it the other day, how, like, I miss drama.
Oh, I kind of miss drama.
Like, I used to always be doing something and always be busy and, like, hanging out with friends and doing stuff and having plans, and now, like, I don't ever do anything, ever.
Think about how exhausting that is, though.
I know, but, like, I don't know.
What do you want to do?
Nothing.
Let's go.
It's like, I just want to, like, I don't know.
Everything costs money.
Yeah, everything does cost money.
And time.
Which I have.
That's true.
I
don't have that. But, like, I always am, like, kind of bored, like, Saturday afternoon and Sunday afternoon. I'm like, oh, like, doing something would be so fun, but then I'm going to be tired.
Yeah.
More than I should be, usually. So,
I don't know what I would do, though. That's the only thing.
Like, what would we do? Go drink?
Go to the beach? Like, that's the only thing I can ever think of here.
I think, like, go to happy hour. But then I'm like, okay, I can't do that. Because I'm thinking about how many calories everything is.
Yeah, same. I would think that too.
I'm like, happy hour, okay, how many calories is in this espresso martini?
But I don't have anything to do. Like, you like play video games. I don't ever play video games.
We have to talk about Jack playing Fortnite.
Oh, did he ask you to play Fortnite?
No, he sent me a Snapchat yesterday of Fortnite.
He was like, I want to ask Sam to play Fortnite.
All he did was send me a Snapchat, no words, of Fortnite on the TV. And I didn't see it because we were at the movies.
That's so
And then
funny.
I responded and I was like, oh my God. And he
played
didn't
it
say
for
anything.
10 minutes.
He didn't say anything back to me.
He's so weird.
That's so weird. I'm like, hello? Do you want to play or you're just going to show me the TV?
I was like, she's probably playing her drug addict game with her friend.
The drug addict game. Maybe we'll play tonight if he wants to play.
I don't understand it, but
you should play.
He said that. I'm like, I don't play video games.
Why? There's no rules. Fortnite is so easy.
I just don't find that stuff fun.
I feel like you would find Fortnite fun.
But like, do you shoot people and stuff?
Yeah.
I don't like doing that.
It's not like Call of Duty though.
No, I know, but like,
you get to dress up as Sabrina Carpenter
I'm
and run around
lose every time and be upset. That's what I don't
No,
like.
you won't. Not if you play with me.
I don't want to get killed.
I get second place every time.
I hate it. Because every time we fucking play Mario Kart, I lose every time. And I'm always in last place.
Well, you won't be in last.
And that pisses me off. So I'm over it. I don't like it. I don't like video games. I just watch shows and then I'll cook some cookies. That's
okay.
it.
Well, you could watch when Jack plays.
Yeah, I sit there and I watch. I don't really watch. I'm on the computer.
Yeah, you're like,
but
okay. Anyway, we're really off topic.
Yeah, damn.
Okay, next story.
It was nothing to do with anything.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Friend of 7 years creating drama because I didn't attend her bachelorette party. I, 24 female, was invited to go to my friend's bachelorette party, 26 female, back in October. My boyfriend and I had set plans of moving from New York to South Carolina in December, and I spent the last 2 years saving for this move. This party consisted of me paying for my portion of the tab, the Airbnb $400, food and alcohol for the Airbnb $100, round trip ticket $300 to $500, and then whatever else they had planned, like clubs, going out to eat, etc., turning into over $1,000 in just a 4 to 5 day trip. Mind you, I wasn't a part of the bridal party, so I felt like it wasn't a huge priority for me to go. Of course, I would have loved to, but I had to put myself first in this situation. I knew I would be attending her wedding to support her and be there for her celebration. Her wedding was this past April. I attended alone as we were all sitting for the reception/dinner. I had a few of her South Carolina friends come up to me and ask why I didn't attend the party in October. I understand I don't owe anyone an explanation. I took it more as a catch-up conversation. So I explained how I felt. I had apologized for not attending to the bride personally back in January, and I had a lot of other personal emergencies going on when I was back home in New York, from my mom almost going into a diabetic coma, my uncle passing away, and the stress of working 2 jobs to save for my big move. It wasn't until later in the night that I realized it was more of a get the information situation for these friends that she's known for 1 to 2 years now. They kept telling me how upset she was for me not being there and that she's mad at me for other things but wouldn't explain what, which I'm not even sure as we barely speak and I haven't seen her as much. I realized that she probably didn't care about me attending. I also want to note that I've been having an on and off relationship with this friend for a while now. The respect isn't shared both ways, as in she'll call me if she needs something, but if I was to text her, she will take 2 to 4 weeks to respond, or if I was to call her, she would cut the conversation short and say that she's got someone calling and she'll call back, which she won't. My boyfriend has been consistently by my side through this, as I have mixed my emotions with her. I didn't attend to be home with our dog. He didn't, oh my God. This is so hard to read for some reason.
I don't know what they were saying
for
this next point.
He didn't attend to be home with our dog, and he said, honestly, I just don't want to support someone who can't respect someone I love. So it's probably better I stay home and you go, which I had no issue. I sent her a text after the wedding saying thank you for inviting me and to enjoy her birthday/honeymoon in Greece. I didn't expect her to respond as she is on her honeymoon, but as of the last 3 days, she's posted consistently on all social media, changed her statuses, changed profile pictures and everything. Just actively being online. I feel like in this situation, I really don't know how to feel or what to do. I had the intention of attending the wedding to support her and her now husband, to put all things aside to be there for someone who meant a lot to me. But now it seems like I'm being pushed out of this friendship from her cliquey friends who has no idea who I am and what kind of friendship we used to have. What would you do/say in this situation? I've thought about calling her around the end of May to talk with her, but I feel like she's going to blow me off. I'm looking for honest advice and opinions. I'm not one for confrontation, and I feel like this is putting me in that kind of situation.
What? She just doesn't.
I don't really have anything to say.
She's not a good friend.
Yeah.
What?
I feel like she should have talked to you herself and sicking her, like, catty little friends on you to find out, like, why. Whether she, like, told them to find out why or not, like, I'm confused. Because does the bride know what you're going through? Because then why is the bride mad at you?
Right.
Did you tell the bride you weren't going? Or did you only tell the group text without the bride in it? Do you know what I mean?
I'm sure the bride knows.
Right.
She's going through crazy shit. Like, what?
Right.
Probably the bride just thinks that it's, like, all about her. Even though
Right.
your literal dad or your uncle,
Right.
whoever, died.
Right.
Well, you're not coming to my bachelorette party. So.
At first, when I, like, first was reading this before she said she wasn't in the bridal party, I was like, okay, well, girl, you shouldn't have said you'd be a bridesmaid.
She's not in the bridal party is crazy to me. And
Yeah.
she's mad that she... Okay, well, I'm mad that you didn't invite me to your bridal party.
Yeah.
What?
That would be dumb.
I'm so confused.
That would be dumb.
She has no responsibility to do anything if she's...
Right. You invited her because you wanted her there, but, like, if she can't come, then you can't be mad at her. You didn't... Even if she was a bridesmaid, like, if she can't come for whatever reason, like, okay.
Yeah. Like, we have... people have lives and
It's
they
not-
have other things.
It's not all about you. You want it to be all about you when you're the bride, and you feel like it should be, but, like, you're an adult.
Yeah.
And everyone else's lives are still happening around them.
Things are still going on, just like the world doesn't pause just because you were getting married.
And being a bridesmaid is already expensive. Like, the dress, the this, the that.
But
the
also,
makeup, the hair, the whatever. Like,
what's crazy to me is the type of friendship where I've literally had this friendship before, but they'll always call you to, like, talk to you, but then they don't know what's going on in your life.
Never.
Because they're just yapping to you, and they don't ever, like...
Yeah.
You don't talk to them about anything.
Yeah.
It's such, like, a one-sided thing. But it's like, wait, why do you want... Like, I don't understand why you want to be my friend. Just to talk to me? Like, you can't talk to anyone else? You don't even care about what I'm going through or what I have to say.
Well, they're probably like that with all of their friends.
That's great. So they just go to calling everyone, talking about themselves?
Yeah, probably. Definitely.
Usually I'm like, I want to know what's going... Tell me the drama.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I'd rather tell me what's happening.
I'm not trying to tell you.
And I want to talk to... I
Also,
want to know what's going on.
There's nothing going on.
Yeah, nothing.
That's probably why we feel like that a little bit.
Like, let me know what's going on. Give me some drama. Give me something to work with here.
Like, I don't care if people don't ask me, like, what's going on or, like...
No.
But I would care, like, if the only time you're talking to me is if you have something wrong and you need help.
Like,
you know?
She's saying she calls her if she needs something, but then she'll text her and she won't respond for a month.
That's crazy.
Okay, then I'm not going to answer your calls when you call. But I probably will. Because I always do that.
Yeah, same.
It's crazy.
Oh, some people are so ridiculous. Like,
I can't.
Being a bride does not mean that you are the center of everyone's universe for the entire engagement period.
Yeah.
Like, maybe, okay, if you expect that on the day of your wedding.
Day.
And also, like...
Yeah, it's about you, obviously.
God forbid, if something happened to any of my bridesmaids or something happened to where they couldn't come to my wedding, I'd be like, oh my God, like, fuck me. Who cares about me? Like, go. Do whatever you need to do. Yeah. Like, I would never be mad at someone because they have something going on in their life that's affecting them when it's... Who cares about my wedding? Nobody cares
like, if you have something going on in your life, like...
Something actual, like, okay, your tire's flat? well, girl,
Well,
you probably
girl.
should have figured that
Yeah.
out. But, like, if there's an emergency or something big is happening and you have no money or something, like, please, it's okay. I'll
Yeah,
live.
I agree.
I'll pay for you to come. I don't get, like,
Mm-hmm.
bye. Like, fuck. It's so annoying.
That's crazy. Okay, this title is I Can't Afford My Friend's Destination Wedding and She Is Not Taking It Well. What else can I say to her so she doesn't destroy our friendship? I told my friend I cannot be her bridesmaid anymore because I can't afford her wedding package. It is just under $3,000 per person and I have a family of 4. I can't afford just for myself to go, and even if I did, it's a week before Christmas and my husband would have to take work off. So in the end, we decided I just cannot go. I told her gently and made sure she felt the love, but a few weeks later she lost it when I said I was going to Comic-Con. She said she's hurt that I'm not prioritizing her wedding and not saving money instead of blowing money on a mini family vacation. She told me how I should be handling my finances and if I'm in a financial pickle and how you should be saving because that's how she was able to attend her sister's wedding. After a lot of back and forth, me being very understanding, sharing way too much about my finances and telling her I would go in a heartbeat if I could make it work, she completely ignored everything I said and it is very personal.
Personality?
I don't get it. And basically told me to not even come because if I do somehow make it financially work, it won't feel genuine. But I feel her guilt tripping isn't genuine. I think she just doesn't like that her ratio from groomsmen to bridesmaids isn't even. It looks like her fiance's friends care for him more than her friends. My husband even privately texted her that it's about finances and that I am defeated. I can't see her get married. She was so cold to him, and it's so unlike her. She talks and thinks like a therapist. I'm shocked this is her reaction. I just want to scream at her that she shouldn't have picked a destination wedding if she needed everyone there. Edit, oh, and I forgot to mention, I threw her an engagement party because I was scared of not being able to go to the wedding. So I made sure I did other bridesmaid duties to make her feel special and loved. I made sure to be at every event to celebrate her, even when her own sister didn't. Oh, but the $1,200 Bachelorette weekend, she half-assed an apology this morning, basically saying, I'm sorry you're poor in a condescending way, even though ironically this is the richest we've ever been, and still just hovering above living in the red every month.
She's a bridesmaid?
Wait, what?
Is OP a bridesmaid?
She was, and then she said she can't be her bridesmaid anymore because she can't afford the wedding package because it's just under $3,000 per person. What does that mean? They're paying to go to her wedding?
Well, yeah.
What?
The hotel?
All of
It's probably all at an all-inclusive or something. Which, that's expensive. A person?
Oh, because it's a destination wedding?
It's probably at an all-inclusive, but like...
$3,000 per person?
I would expect 3 guests. And it would be my mom and my dad and me are the total guests, because my brother wouldn't come.
She'd have to pay $12,000? Like, per person as in, she has a family of 4 times 3, $12,000.
I'm sorry.
I'm not going to that.
Well, that's how much it's going to cost to be
Girl.
I'm kidding.
Especially if I had a family to pay for, my kids, like, she has to pay per kid.
It's just so crazy to me because I feel like as a person planning a wedding, I had a heart attack at the amount of how much things cost. And then everyone was like, that's just how much it is.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, period. Like, I would never, like, I'm thinking about that constantly.
Like, it's not like you're making, like, I mean, even if you did, like, okay, if you want to go to Mexico for your wedding,
but it wouldn't be $3K.
Go ahead.
I would never pick something that would cost my guests $3K per person.
Unless I could pay for it.
Yeah.
Because expecting someone to pay $3K per person to go to your wedding is wild.
That's
I don't even pay $3K to go on a trip for myself.
Right. Is it a week?
Like, what?
Is it a week long?
It has to be.
Because $3K a person for 3 nights maximum, that's
also,
crazy.
A week before Christmas?
A week before Christmas
I have things to do. Like, spend time with my family.
I probably have grandparents that want to hang out with my kid. Like, people are just so selfish. And
so selfish. It's wild.
Like, I feel guilty that my wedding's on Memorial Day.
didn't even know that.
That, or the day before Memorial Day. I'm like, oh, the flights are going to be maybe a little more expensive.
Well, thank God. Wait, do people get off for Memorial Day? Work?
Yeah. That's why we did that.
Yeah.
And it was cheaper to do it that day.
What?
On the Sunday before Memorial Day.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like Sunday.
That's weird.
I know. And they usually raise prices for the Sunday before holidays.
Yeah,
But
not
they
Memorial
didn't
Day?
at this place.
That's weird.
So I was like, okay, we'll take it.
Yeah, I would
Like,
take that too.
Fuck it. I don't want to take Monday off, period.
That's just crazy. I'm shook.
I would be, like, if I was
Behavior.
that bride, I would be upset internally. I would be sad. But I wouldn't have anyone else to blame but myself for them not being able to come. Because I'm the one that
I'd be
picked.
like, oh, like, I love you and I wish you could come. But I get it.
I get it.
It's okay.
I can't even barely afford the wedding. So I get it, girl. I can't.
That's just wild.
Yeah, that is wild.
What the hell? What the helly? What the helly berry?
Oh, I think this next one. Oh, you gonna read that?
Just the top comment.
Okay.
It says, honestly, with a reaction like that, is she actually a decent friend? I'm not sure I would want to salvage a friendship with someone who behaved like that. Yeah, to be honest, it just seems like everyone's a shit friend on these stories.
Yeah, I agree. This next one looks like this might be a bride posted it. So, let's see. The title is Bridesmaid Drama. Hey all, I'm in need of opinions and advice regarding trouble with my bridesmaid. This bridesmaid is considered one of my closest friends. She's the third member of my core friend group, and I've considered both my best friends for years. For context, the situation in this post has all happened within the past week. She's been dating someone for a little over a year, and they got unexpectedly pregnant last month. They both believe in marriage before children and are therefore rushing to get married before the child comes. Everyone has their own right to this belief. However, she did state, I don't want my child to feel like they came from a broken home. Context. The other friend in this group, the one I'm closer to, has a child before marriage, so that was hurtful. They want to elope, but his mother refused, insisting they need to have a proper wedding. They decided to do a micro wedding of 50 to 60 people. However, they said the wedding needed to be ASAP, as she does not want the baby bump in their wedding pictures. Their wedding is in 3 weeks, the night before my bridal shower, and 3 hours away. The other dates during this month wouldn't work as either one of her friends couldn't make it, her mother-in-law has plans, or she has plans. I originally was given all this information by the other friend in the group, and she wasn't telling me anything as she didn't want to stress me out until the date was confirmed. She told me that she will most likely not make the shower, and that it's not that big of a deal as the shower isn't her actual wedding. And my other friend told her we most likely wouldn't be able to make her wedding because it's so close and hours away before my shower the next morning. She then called me to update me saying, obviously you aren't invited to the wedding because you can't make it, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It makes me feel like a fool having her as one of my 5 bridesmaids, and yet it doesn't seem like a big deal for us to not attend her wedding and her not attend my shower. She'd rather us not attend her wedding and not attend my shower than switch her plans or her mother-in-law's plan on another date. My main friend in this group is fuming, and said she'd remove her from the list if she were me, and told me she won't be having her as a bridesmaid when she weds next year. I often have a hard time protecting/standing up for myself. Should I be mad at this? Who is the asshole? Should I remove her as a bridesmaid? I'm afraid that would cause a whole other array of problems as my wedding is only 2 months away. Thank you in advance. First of all, go to her wedding.
Yeah.
What? Why can't you go to her wedding?
I'm confused.
I'd go.
By the whole situation.
If they want to rush and get married and the only time they have available is the day before your bridal shower, like, go to her wedding. It's your bridesmaid. Like, I feel like you should go. Oh, but I don't think her friend is. If it was me and I had to rush to get married, I would be like, oh no, my friend's showers the next day, and I would, like, think of that, but some people aren't like me.
Yeah, I would think of that. I'd be like, well, I can't have that because her shower's the next day, and then, like, my friends are also going to her shower, so then that's a lot to ask of them.
But I would also, like, text the person that is the bridal shower and be like, hey, girl, like, this is the only day that I can get married this month. Like, it's right before your shower, like, so I totally understand if you can't come, but I really want you to come.
Mm-hmm.
and leave it at that. Like, I don't understand. Why are you friends with people?
Why do weddings create so much drama?
I don't know. I don't feel any drama happening. Should we start fighting? Do you want to fight?
Yeah, what would we even fight about?
Why didn't you guys get me the suite on the cruise with the butler? Why didn't you spend $20,000 on me?
Honestly.
She would have.
20,000? Wait.
No, I don't think
There's
so.
still 20,000.
I know.
It was 3,000.
Yeah,
so... Which isn't that bad.
Not that bad, honestly.
Right? That's how... Or was it 3,000?
Yeah.
It was 3,000 per person.
Per person.
I was going to say. If
that's
it was 3,000,
like,
we could split it.
Not really that bad.
That would be like, okay, give me that butler, girl.
I know.
That's crazy.
I just feel like your friend is pregnant. She's probably stressed out, which doesn't mean she can be a bitch, but your friend's pregnant and she's rushing to get married because of her mother-in-law. And that's a lot of pressure.
Just because you're not married doesn't mean it's a broken family.
People are religious and annoying, girl. Don't even get me started.
It's more broken if you guys are married and don't like each other. Like, what? I don't understand that, but okay. Whatever you think is gonna be...
Right.
If my parents were like, oh, we weren't married and then we got married, I'd be like,
cool.
I actually don't care about your business.
I actually didn't ask.
Like, I didn't ask. I never wanted to know. So
yeah,
like,
it doesn't make any difference to me because I don't remember the first 12 years of my life, honestly.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
I wasn't alive until I was 11.
Literally don't remember my life till I was like 7, so, period.
I just feel like you guys should talk probably. She's pregnant, she's hormonal, you're stressed out, she's stressed out. Your bridal shower is, not that important.
At the end of the day, the problem that happens is each individual person thinks the world revolves around them.
Mm-hmm.
So then you guys clash because, no, the world revolves around you. No, the world revolves around me. No, the world revolves around me. Like,
yeah,
that's what's happening.
Right.
But it's like, actually, the world doesn't... your world revolves around you.
Yeah, it's called... Actually, they, like, need to have empathy for each other right now in this moment because the girl whose bridal shower, the OP, she's like... I'm gonna take her off as my bridesmaid because of all this. But it's like... Girl, you're stressing her the fuck out. She's planning a wedding in 3 fucking weeks and you're whining about your bridal shower? You get to have a bridal shower. Yeah. She doesn't get to have a bridal shower at all. She doesn't get to have bridesmaids. She doesn't get to have a bachelorette party. All because she's rushing into this decision, which that's her own set of problems, but she's not the person who posted about her problems, so she shouldn't do something she doesn't want to do. But, like, you get the luxury of all of these beautiful events for your wedding because of the choices that you made. So if she's your friend, you should just, like, be there for her.
Is this girl going to her bridal shower? She's getting married and then she's going to go to her bridal shower?
I don't think so.
Or she said she can't go to the bridal shower because she's getting married. I don't remember.
She told me that she will most likely not make the shower.
So she feels, like, resentment because of that, I bet. That's part of it.
Okay, but,
she's like, well, you're not coming to my bridal shower. But she did already have her bridal shower planned before her wedding was planned.
I don't understand. I don't care if all of a sudden you were pregnant and you were like, I need to get married the day before your wedding. I'd say slay. Let's get married on the same day, actually, because that would be more fun. We could split the cost down the middle. Like, I don't give a fuck.
That would be so
like, I actually don't care. If you one of my friends,
honestly,
feels the need to do something that's crazy.
But what if I was like, I have to get married, so I'm not coming to your wedding now?
If that's what you want to do, girl, bye, I guess. But
wouldn't you be like, what the hell? Okay, then I'm not coming to your wedding. Because I was expecting you to come to my wedding.
Well, I'm like, that's crazy.
That's what's happening. It's not the wedding, but it's her bridal shower that she already had planned. So it's like me being like, oh, well, I'm planning this, but I can't come to your event. But... You need to come to my event, but I can't come to your event, even though you had this planned way before I had it planned. But I'm just going to plan this, but also, you have to come.
This situation is so different because this girl is pregnant, and it's like what is that called? Like a shotgun wedding. Like, they're doing it so quick that she shouldn't expect anybody to come.
She shouldn't expect anyone to come.
If they can, great. If they can't make it, okay, I get it. It's in 3 weeks. Like... I'm stressed out about people being able to come to my wedding in a whole year away.
They need to
I
do
just think they
something.
need to talk because I think it's a lot of like he said she said.
He said she said.
He said she said.
And
He
it's a
said
lot
she
of like
said.
resentment. They're being like annoyed. Whatever.
Yeah, she's annoyed because she planned the thing right before her shower, but she's also not having any like empathy for the fact that she had to plan a wedding with 3 weeks notice and didn't have that many options.
That's true.
Like, yeah, is it annoying? Yes, but like, are you gonna waste this much energy like typing out a whole fucking post on Reddit about it? No.
I mean, a bridal shower.
Not that big of a deal to me.
Yeah, it's not.
Maybe I'm just.
I'd rather you be at the wedding.
Maybe I'm just weird and I just don't care about things.
No, I think that is how a person should feel, but I feel like it's just wedding culture has gotten so crazy that people think that, like...
Yeah, there's too many events.
It's crazy.
It's not that serious.
Wedding culture has just gotten crazy to the point where it's like, no, you need to come to everything, and if you can't, then I'm not going to be friends with you anymore.
Yeah, honestly, if everybody of my bridal party was like, oh no, I can't come, I'd be like, all right, I'll just go with Danielle. Like, I don't care. Bye, I'll go alone.
Like, I'll celebrate by myself.
Yeah, like, I don't give a damn. I would be sad, but I'm not going to be like kicking you out of my wedding because of it or stopping being friends with you because you have...
That's crazy.
You have shit going on. Like, what? Same. I have shit going on too, girl.
Yeah, literally, everyone. Okay, future mother-in-law changed my ceremony to appease future sister-in-law and then gaslights future husband and I. Future husband and I officially became engaged about 1.5 years ago after dating for 7 years. Since the day that future husband and I agreed to have a wedding, we told our parents that we wanted a very small ceremony, our son and our parents. Then we would have a reception with family and a few friends. Future mother-in-law didn't like this idea and asked us both separately to reconsider. We told her no. We hadn't talked about it again for a year except to remind planners or inform guests. In mid-January, future mother-in-law emailed future husband and I to say that she and future father-in-law want us to add 1 extra chair to our ceremony so that sister-in-law can attend. She stated this is something that means a lot to her and that we should be acting more kindly to my future sister-in-law. A couple important notes. Husband and his sister are not close. He only sees her on holidays at their parents' house, and in the past, he went several years without seeing or speaking to her. Husband also has a stepbrother, and I have 6 siblings who I am very close with. His stepbrother and my siblings were not invited by his mom. After several days of cooling down, I emailed back and told her that we're not comfortable just adding 1 chair for future sister-in-law. At that point, we were still unsure about how we wanted to proceed, but we obviously felt pressured to include her. About 1 week after the initial email, husband and his mom talked. He expressed that he was very upset with her for trying to change our ceremony intentions. At that time, future mother-in-law informed me that she felt the need to include sister-in-law because sister-in-law's feelings were hurt at Christmas, and it's important for mother-in-law to have both of her children included in our celebration. This all led husband and I to feel like sister-in-law manipulated mother-in-law into forcing the invite, and mother-in-law had no respect for our desired ceremony. There's a lot of history of sister-in-law manipulating parents and getting her way at the cost of her brothers. I was warned about these behaviors long before this incident. We eventually told mother-in-law that we would not be making special arrangements for sister-in-law. If she is to attend, then all siblings, their spouses, and children will be present. Despite wanting a much smaller audience at our ceremony, we felt that this is the best long-term move to keep the peace. We're now about 3 months away from the initial email. Husband and his mom still aren't talking. Today, mother-in-law called to tell me how happy sister-in-law was that we made our menu gluten-free and dairy-free. I think she thinks we did this for her, since we were talking about the wedding. I asked her about the chair setup for the ceremony. She shared that she received a layout but didn't share immediately because feelings were hurt. She sent it tonight, and I noticed that the new chair layout doesn't include enough chairs. We're now having to change the venue for the ceremony.
What?
Same resort, but different room. Throughout all of this, she has made comments suggesting that we should not be upset about this change and we should move on. We haven't. Should we? Is this a reasonable situation to be upset about? I'm confused. Is the mother-in-law the wedding planner? Why does she have the seating arrangements?
I don't know.
Before they have the seating arrangements.
I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know, but they need to elope. I was
And
going to
the
say
future
that.
sister-in-law, future mother-in-law stuff, I was getting so
I know.
sick and
I'm
tired.
so sorry.
Like, girl, just say husband, mother-in-law. Like, I don't know.
Just say put a fake name.
Yeah, please.
Or say his sister, his mom, him,
husband,
his dad.
Like, fiance, it's not future husband.
I hate.
It's fiance.
I know. People are using future husband now.
Why?
I don't know, girl, because they're annoying, because they want to type FH. I don't get it, girl. When I first saw FH, I was like, what the fuck is FH? And then I was like, ew, it's future husband.
Throughout all this, she has made comments suggesting that we should not be upset about this change and we should move on. I mean, just get married.
Just, if you want to have a small ceremony, then you should. Like, I don't understand why you have to include his sister that he doesn't even like, and then now you're going to feel bad that you didn't have your siblings.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. I'm just confused.
Just go elope. Just go elope.
To be coming out of nowhere.
Like, just go elope and don't even invite anyone. Just invite your parents. Fuck them.
Honestly. It's just the parents and stuff? I'm confused.
Yeah, they just were going to have the parents.
Isn't that technically eloping? Like, with 3 people there?
It's a micro wedding. Kinda. Because it's like, eloping is just you. Technically.
Can't you elope with like 20 people though?
Yeah, you could.
Like, I don't understand.
But when I'm saying it, I mean just go, you and your FH, and go somewhere and elope.
I thought until like a couple years ago that eloping meant like you ran away.
Me too.
And got married. Which like,
kind of. Yeah.
But like it always used to be used in like a negative connotation where it'd be like they eloped. You know, like
we run away secretly in order to get married.
Yeah,
especially without parental consent. Yeah. Parental consent?
I don't need my parents.
Well, I'm 32 years old.
Like I always looked at that as like, oh, like you guys eloped. So that means like what, you guys weren't supposed to be together? Like Romeo and Juliet or something?
Honestly.
I don't know.
That was kind of the vibe.
Yeah, I feel like it used to be, but no.
I want to elope. I keep telling Matt we should just go get married at the courthouse really quick.
The courthouse? I would want it to be like a little like destination, but honestly,
I just want the
I'll
papers.
probably elope. Yeah.
I just don't.
And then have like some type of little celebration with family and friends.
I think if we went to the courthouse, we'd still have our wedding.
I would want.
Like Sheena.
I would want to get married.
Should we get married this year on the same day we're going to get married next year?
Oh, is that what they did?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would want to just get married and then like still have a little celebration where I walk down the aisle.
Yeah. And
just like say our vows and then clap and have food and party. Like that's probably what I would want to do. But I don't I don't get the significance of having the marriage like papers there and like signing them. I don't get that. Why can't you just get married before and then you just have the walk down? I don't get it.
You can.
What's like, I don't understand though.
Because it's like
my
ceremony.
Stepsister and her husband, like they signed the papers at the ceremony.
That's what we're going to do.
Like, but I can't just get married. I don't want to have to deal with paperwork on the day of my wedding. Like when I'm walking down the aisle, like no paperwork.
No, that's why I keep telling Matt, I'm like, can we just go get married?
Like
at
I'm
the courthouse?
Stressed. I don't want paperwork.
So then I don't have to deal with like figuring out how to get a marriage license in Long Island.
Exactly.
And you can't get it. You have to wait. It has to be more than 24 hours. You have to get the license and then wait 24 hours before you can have your wedding. I don't understand the stipulations. Like it doesn't make any sense.
That just
and
makes
then
me
they
so
only
stressed.
last 60 days. And then like if you don't turn them in within 60 days or get married within 60 days, then they're null. And you have to get a new one.
That's too much.
And then I'm confused because I'm like, okay, I have to go somewhere in Long Island, figure out where, get my marriage license, don't know how to do that, get it, and then make sure I don't lose it, bring it to the fucking party, sign it with this lady who's marrying us, and then where does it go? Who's protecting that for the rest of the night? Am I putting it in my dress? Shove it in my tits?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I don't understand. I'm going to lose that.
I don't know, but I'm scared. And that was the last episode. I mean...
and this was our last episode, guys.
That was the last story.
Yeah.
And we have to film another episode after this. So
oh my god, I'm calling the cops.
I
we
fear
gotta
we
go.
have to go, and I love you guys so
Love
much.
ya.
Let me know what you thought about those stories, because I don't even know what I thought about those stories, and
Those were bad.
We were all over the place. Like,
Don't even
what the hell's happening?
Don't even trust me to find stories anymore, honestly.
Love you.
Love ya.
See ya, sissies.
Bye.